Back in my wife, well, we've been snowed in about Superman. She's not a DC fan, by the way. This new Superman coming out, no stake in this game, other than I'm speculating on endlessly, like I do sometimes with Fargo. See how this goes, like whatever really starts to pique my interest, maybe like a few months before it comes out, or about a year or so, I start like, it's gonna be like that, and more or less see if my predictions were accurate. I have been right one time with Fargo, but that's only because I really followed that series. Let's talk about Superman for I'm not watching anything really new, but my wife and I have been watching One Tree Hill, and I've been like watching and looking at Superman stuff, kind of doing a little bit of research. I have been reading so people are like against like there's some really hardcore Snyderverse fans. It's like a war right now, and like we have some Snyder people that are like, oh my gosh, James Gunn's gonna ruin this, and I'm like, have you ever seen a James Gunn movie, or a bad one anyway? And here before, it's common knowledge. But the man knows his Superman. He knows a lot about the comic book line. Positive we can say about the Superman that we know for sure is that his Superman is supposed to be the most comic book accurate that we've ever had. Thus far, I haven't changed from anything we've ever really seen as Superman, other than having Crypto on there. I'm like, oh. I'm really looking forward to this movie. But if this is just a retreading of water of just like, we have a lot of these, like, Superman's born on Krypton, his son's exploding, and Jor-El's gotta save him. And it's like, is there any way to get past that? Maybe James Gunn found a bypass for that. I get bored just talking about that scene, This idea, Bruce Campbell, forgot. The movie I'm talking about is Evil Dead. Yeah, that's where, everyone loves Bruce Campbell. We love him in Spider-Man.
Oh, so you want to pop the question tonight, huh?
About Superman, he was brought into us at like a time period when we, I guess, really needed something like Superman, like 1938. We're into the Great Depression, World War II, Hitler, so we need a little bit of light with some superhero-esque stuff going on. Him punching Hitler, Lex Luthor fight. And here's where we find Bruce Campbell. He made a fabulous post on X. It's like, yes, we need this, guys. I don't know why James Gunn wanted to go with a completely early beginning, like Superman, a lot younger, or I'd heard in the beginning there's gonna be almost like a kid Superman. The guy's 32 years old, so it's pretty young for Superman, yeah. But me personally, I would have been clapping my hands off seeing a Christopher Reeve type told Superman. You tell it like he comes back, like what we see him in space. Crystal Peace movie, that was campy. Gene Hackman in it, had Christopher Reeves in it. What could have went wrong? And we kind of look at that movie now, like kind of charmed, like, it's funny, it's of its time. Yeah, you can fix that. Bring back Superman from 40 years ago, better than ever. And he in the spirit of Bruce Campbell, the king of corny, next to Christopher Reeve. Christopher Reeve, though, I was watching the documentary. I just was blown away at, just Christopher Reeve's personality was like Clark Kent-ish. It's like, wow, like me anyway, a fan of Superman. I would rather see older Superman come back and save everybody, meet Batman, meet Wonder Woman. And by the way, I've heard that James Gunn also confirmed that his Superman has nothing to do with the Robert Pattinson Batman. For those of you that are super like my wife and are like, I don't like the Batman and I don't like Robert Pattinson, she's an Adam West fan, which we all love Adam West Batman. I agree. We need a lighter Batman, and I guarantee you James Gunn's Batman's gonna sell the pants off everybody. We're gonna be like, why did we ever have this one? And he's just really a Justice League Batman. He's not even our main one. I don't know. I'm real excited about James Gunn. I think it's kind of funny how the Snyder fans are like, oh, look at that, Wonder Woman, Flash, all of it's undone. And think about, like, how great this is going to come out. Like, I think DC said yes to Snyder because, like, look, they were fighting a war with Marvel, okay? It was the Cola Wars, but for superheroes. They got their tushes not clean off by Marvel and Kevin Feige's. I think after Sucker Punch and 300, they're like, you said you have a vision, Snyder, about super, okay, it can't be too bad, right? But that's why we're here, guys. You know, you can look back even at Snyder's interviews, and it's hilarious. He doesn't really know much about the source material. He knows it, but he goes on his own page.
I think that book is genius, but the story itself is not that story, you know, on our own.
And a lot of fans, we just like what's in the comics, you know. That's what works. Guys, that's my video. I hope you guys will like it. Probably gonna try and find a new movie soon and try and dive right into it and do a review. Don't feel like you guys want to hear about my One Tree Hill thoughts. They're more or less humble than they are reviews. You can subscribe. Whew.